Pregame.com.
Welcome back to Pregame.tv. I'm your host, Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio, my partner in crime, Ken Thomson. We're going to preview a game for Sunday Major League Baseball action. We've got the Oakland A's at Baltimore. And this is a play that, I do your show every Monday. I come in, come down there, spend an hour with you, Lugazi Stadium, just drop a wealth of knowledge. Apparently, you've been listening.
Apparently, for the first time, I have paid attention to Marco D'Angelo. By the way, I like this. You've gone with the casual attire, the summer attire here in Vegas, which is nice. So you did get the memo, a little bit late, but you got it. The reason, last week you left here, you dropped about 14 pounds.
Literally, I think I sweated out 5 pounds last week doing the taping. And we had some problems with the air conditioning last week. And living in the desert is not a place you want to have problems with the air conditioning. Then add all of the studio lights that are beating down on us. I'm sure you can tell by, the glare off my forehead. It's lit up pretty good. It gets hot in here. It's definitely not David Letterman coolness.
Right, but you're used from those Pittsburgh days, those interrogation lights, so you're a little bit used to that. You hide it well.
Yes, we do. All right, Ken. So why do you like this game? Tell me what it is that you like about this one.
Well, there's this guy that comes on my show on Monday. I actually paid attention to the guy, but he told me, Ubaldo Jimenez, great guy at night. Bet on him at night. Daytime, if you see him going in the day, you go against him. Why? Because the guy gives up a run every inning on average. So if you ever see that, so lo and behold, I'm looking for a Sunday game because I always try to pick one out for Sunday to make sure that we cover all the days. And there I saw Ubaldo Jimenez. It was an early start, and I'm like, daytime, Oakland A's, they're at home, so the line can't be that great. It's Casimir going. Casimir's pretty good this year, so I'll figure Casimir probably a minus 130 on the road. I'll lay it, no problem. Then I look at Casimir as far as his stats during the day. I mean, this is so obvious, I probably shouldn't even give it out.
Well, let me tell you about, Jimenez in his daytime woes. It's not just this year. As I said when I come on your show, this is something that's gone on for 4 years with this guy. This year so far, 4 starts in the daytime. He's got an ERA of 9.
What's his record?
I don't have the record in front.
0-4.
0-4?
Yes. Okay.
Well, when you got an ERA of 9, usually your record will be 0-4. Last year, 9 daytime stats. This was his best year, 4.08 as opposed to 2.98 last year in night games. Go to 2012, 6.01 in 12 daylight starts. And in 2011, his ERA 6.27 in 11 daytime starts. This guy just has struggles in the daytime. And it's, you always want to say you don't want to just jump on something in a small sample size. We're talking 4 years of data here.
I'm convinced he's a vampire. That's all I can think of. I mean, it's unbelievable, those stats. It's really unbelievable. So you got to go with it. And again, you can get burned. And sometimes we know in sports, and especially in Vegas on the betting side of things, sometimes it's almost scary where something's so obvious you're like, it's not going to work out because everybody and their mother's going to be on it. We know we're going to push the line up. And it looks like it can't lose. And how many times we've seen those are the ones go against. Let's just go the other way because everybody's on this side.
Yep. Well, you know what? We've talked about it. I think we know where you're going. Let's go ahead and make it official.
Let's do it. Well, kind of like Marco says in baseball, when you get streaks, once you get up to 7, 8, stay with it. You're going to lose once eventually, but ride it out. You get that 10, 11, 12, 15 game winning streak, losing streak, one way or the other, you're going to make some good money, but you got to ride it out. It's tough to go against a lot of the streaks. Here, when he teed me off on his Jimenez, I started looking in detail. There it is, 0-4. Absolutely incredible what Jimenez has done. 0-4, 9 ERA, 19 earned runs in 19 innings. How about the whip? Walks and hits per innings pitch, 2.26. Incredible. And then 30 hits, 13 walks in those 19 innings for Ubaldo Jimenez. On the other side, Casimir, he's just the opposite. He's 3-0 in days, 1.31 ERA, 0.73 whip. And this just makes too much sense. Decision-wise, you have Jimenez 0-4, Casimir 3-0. Again, ERA 9 to 1.31. then you look at the lineups. Now, Oakland, they don't have a lot of guys that hit for average. You know, Coco Crisp is back in the lineup as of today, as of Thursday. But you've got Donaldson. Cespedes hit a couple homers yesterday, which is good news. Donaldson got the game winner. And then Moss, right there. A couple guys with 16. Cespedes has 12. So they've got some power. Still waiting for Reddick to come off the DL. But that's how this Oakland A's team beats you. They get 1 3-run homer with that pitching staff. A 3-spot's usually good. They'll tack on a run here, even down 4-0 to the Yankees. They're able to come back, not only win, but also get Marcos over. You remember they got 2 in the 9th to get a 7-4, take it from a push of 9 to get it to the 11 mark. So I like this A's team. An opportunistic team, find a way to win, good chemistry on this club. They plug guys in, plug them out. Somebody steps up. Again, no-name guys. The end of the year, we're going, was his Moneyball 6 now? I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. So I got to go with it. Give me Kazmir. I'm thinking he's going to be minus 130, especially if the odds makers look at those particular records in that day-night dichotomy there for Jimenez and for Kazmir. So, but I'm all over Oakland. I'm going to play it. I'm going to lay it. Part of me wants to lay the 1.5, but I'll be happy to lay the juice. When we see that minus 130, 140 in another sport, we're not hesitating if it's boxing or UFC to jump on it. That's a great line. This is baseball. I'll take it minus 130, 140. I don't care. I'm banking all over Kazmir.
Yeah, 2 things to just comment before we send it out. You talked about that over-under that I got the 2 runs in the 9th. They owed me because I ended up getting a push. I also had last night St. Louis, Kansas City under 7 when it was going 2-0 to the bottom of the 9th, and I ended up with a push in that game.
Rosenthal, what is wrong with that guy?
Gee, I wasn't happy about that, and I had to sweat the bottom of the 11th. I said, please don't get a garbage run,
right.
And give me a loss in this one. And the last thing about the pitchers, and you say, sometimes it's too obvious. You know what? What I like about baseball, Ken, is I don't care. You can get all the sabermetrics and everything else and put all your stats in. At the end of the day, baseball is still what it's always been. There's a guy on the mound throwing to a guy standing at the plate with a bat. Those are the 2 key elements, and that's where it all comes to. And when you've got solid data on a particular pitcher, you ride it. You ride it till it doesn't work anymore.
How about Tampa? Now, you talked about them mired in last place with the worst record in baseball. You think they want Kazmir back on their staff?
Yeah, I think they want a lot of guys back on their staff. And they need some runs. They can't score runs. You can't pitch, you can't score runs.
Not a good combination,
That gives you the worst record in baseball. All right, he's Ken Thomson. I'm Marco D'Angelo. That wraps up this week's plays. Now, we got a bonus video for you where I'm going to preview season win total, NFL. As we're getting closer to the NFL, we'll be doing more of these, get some stuff up on the site as we break down some teams and what we think is going to happen for the upcoming season. That's up next. I'm going to preview the San Francisco 49ers here on pregame.tv.